You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. But right now, I want to go to one of the Texas state representatives who, of course, was on Capitol Hill today, meeting with lawmakers, trying to get them to do the right thing on these very issue. And so joining us now is Representative Jasmine Crockett. Glad to have you here in Roland Martin Unfiltered.
Thank you so much.
So first of all, how many officials from Texas Democrats, came here to Capitol Hill to meet with Senate Democrats to explain to them what went on in Texas?
The overall number is around 15 of us.
And so there was a luncheon today with Senate Dems?
Yes, there was.
How did that go? Because according to Ari Berman and others, Senators Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin failed to attend the luncheon.
Yeah, so the Senate luncheon, it was the first one that they've had really since the pandemic. So it's something that they consistently do, the delegation. And there were 5 members. I was not one of those members that actually participated in that luncheon for the purpose of kind of explaining what all happened in Texas. Instead, I actually was set up to meet with someone from Manchin's office, myself and Trey Martinez Fisher. We initially thought we were going to be able to meet with the senator. Then we realized that they were in the luncheon, but then we later learned that he was not in the luncheon. We also were told that the senator was actually meeting to talk specifically about both of the bills, HR 1 and HR 4. So that was really good to hear that he was actually engaging in conversations about this, because that's not really been part of the conversation. All we just continue to hear is that he's against, getting rid of the filibuster. And for most of us, it's been like, okay, well, that's going to be a problem if we're going to get this passed. And then most recently, we finally were learning that he actually said that he would vote against HR 1. So I just wanted some clarification on the issues. And I also wanted him to understand that it's just that serious. Not only did we walk off the floor, which is only the 4th time it's ever been done in the history of Texas, but we also decided to spend our own money to come to D.C. We need help and we need cover and we need it now. And so we really wanted him to understand how serious this was to us.
Okay, now I'm confused. So y'all met with staff. So he wasn't at the luncheon.
Right.
So y'all weren't at the luncheon because y'all had a meeting directly with him.
Right.
Then he's not at your meeting, but then you find out he wasn't even at the luncheon. Did they say where was he? Was he in D.C.?
Yes, he was. No. He's in D.C. He did not pull a Ted Cruz. He was not in Cancun. He actually is in D.C., and he was meeting with 4 other senators. So there's other senators that were missing from that luncheon, and supposedly it was a conversation to kind of try to figure out what his issues are with HR 1, trying to figure out how they could, get over whatever issues they're having right now, because that's kind of the first hurdle. Even if you got rid of the filibuster right now, he's saying that he wouldn't vote for HR 1 anyway. So I think that they were really trying to get some clarity on what his objections were to the bill in general. So
how long did you meet with his staff? And who was on his staff? Was his chief of staff?
It was his chief of staff.
Okay. How long was that meeting?
That meeting was a little under an hour.
Okay. And how did it go?
I thought it went well because, for me, I was like, is it a hard no as it relates to the filibuster issue? That was kind of the first thing that I wanted to clarify because, deciding to use the filibuster shouldn't be an every other day issue, right? But my issue is that, when we didn't have control, that was kind of our excuse. We didn't have control. Now we have control, and it seems like we're not doing anything with the control. So I really wanted to get a better understanding of, is this a hard no? And it sounds like he is a hard no when it comes to the filibuster. As it relates to HR 1, I wanted to understand what was so objectionable about it. And so they actually started to go through the things that they do like in that bill. And they're all things that make sense. They're all things that we need. They will provide cover for us in Texas for sure. And so, I don't really understand where his major objections are. There are some objections, but it doesn't seem like he has objections that are so major that would cause him to vote against it, even though that is where I understand him to be at this point, until and unless this bill gets changed in some way.
So the overall, what did your colleagues say in terms of the feedback they got from other Senate Democrats regarding this issue?
Oh, they're all very supportive. The very first senator that we met one-on-one with was Senator Klobuchar. She was amazing. She was very excited to see us. One of the things that we talked about when we decided to do the walkout was, the party needs to see a fight. The people need to see a fight, right? We can't continue to get steamrolled in the Texas House or get steamrolled when it comes to D.C. politics. They need to understand that we will stand up and do what we got to do when the time comes. And so I think, it was to light a fire really under the people and hopefully get people on our side and start calling some of these senators, in a very bipartisan way. But ultimately, I think that we've actually lit a fire when it comes to a lot of our electeds up here as well. They're very excited. They're very proud. So I think that we actually ignited something within them as well. And so I'm very excited for that.
Did any of your Texas colleagues meet with Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema?
We have not been able to meet with her as of yet. That does not mean that we're not trying, because we will try, but we've not had that opportunity.
So y'all have been trying. So y'all scheduled a meeting with Senator Joe Manchin's office. He wasn't there, but you met with his staff. Y'all tried to schedule a meeting with Senator Kyrsten Sinema. You've yet to be able to.
Correct. We've been unable to at this point.
How long are y'all going to be here in D.C. before heading back to Texas?
We're all staying different amounts of time, but the majority of us will be here at least until Thursday. So we're here and we're ready. Well, we want them to know that it's real deal and we need some help. Well,
certainly let us know if between now and Thursday y'all get a chance to meet with Senator Kyrsten Sinema. You would think that she would have the decency to meet with you, considering the Supreme Court is actually looking at a voting rights case dealing with Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. Section 4 was invalidated in Shelby v. Holder. Section 2 could be invalidated, and that's specifically coming from Arizona. So you would think she would actually care about that.
We're hoping. I'm going to remain hopeful as of now.
All right then. Representative Jasmine Crockett from Texas, we surely appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much.
Back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. What's going on?
Everything and nothing at the same time.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
What is it about all these black folks in Essence that's just so different and special?
And think what?
What's so special about and unique with all the black folks, the black love here in Essence?
That is fun. That is fun. That is all black love. That's what's significant and different about it. It's pure.
And then, of course, you got all the sisters.
I'm sorry?
Then, of course, you got all the sisters as well.
Exactly. And brothers.
Oh, yeah. Things going well for you?
It's going real well for me. God's been real good to me. Still being good to me. I'm just doing what I got to do.
It's always good seeing you.
Well, thank you so much. I love this.
We got to mix it up a little bit.
I feel you, baby.
If you ain't regular, you can't get regular pockets. All right, folks, each and every single day here on Roland Martin Unfiltered, we're going to feature that Essence Festival Coca-Cola throwback moment leading up to, of course, this year's 2021 virtual Essence Festival. Because of COVID, they're not having the big gathering in New Orleans, but they will be virtual. And so on June 26th and June 27th, two weekends, June 26th, June 27th, July 3rd, July 4th. Essence Festival will be virtual. You can simply go to their YouTube channel, the Facebook page, and go to essence.com to actually watch it. You're going to have the workshops in the daytimes beginning at 2 p.m. And then, of course, the concerts beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern every single night, going until 10 p.m. And so we look forward to sharing with you some of our throwback moments. That, of course, was Shaka Khan from the 2016 Essence Festival. So we've got some great stuff dipping into my archives to show you. And we're going to do that every single day right here on Roland Martin Unfiltered. And we're going to be sharing photos on my social media. So go to Instagram, go to Facebook and Twitter, Snapchat. You'll be able to see those throwback moments as well. And so we're going to give you guys an email to share some of your Essence Festival throwback photos and video that we're going to be sharing with the audience. And we certainly look forward to doing that.